We have the roll-top dashboard panels, just like what the original car had. 110 individually cut, milled, sanded, buffed, and polished pieces. Turn signal switches are in the pods, just like so. One of the details that's really cool is the anti-theft activator. It was covered with the start button label, so a bad guy would jump in the car, hit that button, think it was the start button. Fireworks come shooting out of the rocket exhaust, or triple rocket tubes in the back. The bat beam antenna works, raises and lowers, just like it did on the show.
Oh, wow.
Capable of cutting through 18 inches of steel or 3 feet of concrete, at least on the show.
You forgot.
The hood and the trunk open with electric actuators.
Wow.
This particular one has a 460 big block that was rebuilt. Most of our cars have 355 or 383 GM crate engines. But it all depends on the customer. If it'll fit in the car, we'll give it a try. We've got the detectoscope over here, flashes and beeps with different switches that change that. Did you know that Batman had the first Wi-Fi hotspot? The remote bat computer switch through a radio link to the Batcave's main bat computer. It was the first Wi-Fi hotspot. As the emergency bat turn lever does not actually make the car turn around 180 degrees. That's okay, we're working on it.
It'd be a little hard, I imagine.
Hold tight, bat turn.
Now at the back of the car, we'll take a look at a few more details. This is an exact reproduction of the radio and the radio antenna that was on the car. We found a place that's doing replicas of that. Then the rocket exhaust tube does shoot out a flame about this far. If you look on our website at fiberglassfreaks.com or go onto YouTube and look at Fiberglass Freaks, you'll see videos of that. The parachute packs are real, the contents are not. But we are building one car. Our next car will have working parachutes on it, so that'll be an interesting
wow.
yeah.
If testing that out will be interesting. And I love the license plate.
Oh, I do too. I saw it when we pulled up. I was like, that's awesome.
They are a blast. It takes a lot of work to build each one. It's 6 to 8 months to build each car. We have a team of 10 people on the weekly payroll, and this is what we do for a living.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Oh, what a great job.
Yeah.
We're officially licensed by DC Comics. We're
the only
builder in the world that is. We're very blessed to have that. Hello there. And that is what we normally get, is a nice honk or a nice wave. Or
welcome to Indiana.
Yeah.
And you would think they'd be used to it in Logansport after 30 years of having a Batmobile here, but it's just like that every single day.
I believe it.
Yeah.
You go through the drive-thru, you're in a parade, or you're out on the open highway. I drove one to Chicago. It was terrific on the Dan Ryan, 6 lanes of traffic. People are opening their van doors to take pictures.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, get back in the van, safer.
So is it
is
you guys then who like drive it down to like the comic book shops and all that, or you have? Because I wouldn't imagine who else would do it. Because you guys are the only ones doing it, I would suppose, in the country, right? Or
well, we're not
right,
the
anyways.
You're the only ones legally and
licensed by DC.
Taking care of the others for us.
Oh, good.
I imagine that was a hard license to obtain, but you basically have to do it perfect for DC to, yeah.
DC sent a spy to our shop pretending to be a customer, and he must have liked what he saw because we got a license shortly afterward.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
a nice feather in the cap.
Definitely.
You're apparently doing something right, that's for sure.
Well, inside the shop, we have some other surprises for you too. So
let's take a look at them.
This is one of the original George Barris built Batmobiles. Right here in Logansport, this is the #4 dragster car. You want to talk about full circle, right? I was 11 years old when I went to Chicago at the Antique Auto Museum, and I saw this Batmobile, and it's the one that cemented the dream to build these cars full scale.
Wow.
And here I am restoring, along with my great team of guys here, including Matt back here, restoring these cars, this particular car. And
wow.
What an honor, and
yeah.
who ever thought? And I'm still pinching myself daily that this is what we're going to do.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that really makes your hobby big time. Definitely.
So that is a real treat for us. The car was quickly built back in the day because they needed to get it out on the show immediately for exhibition. So we're taking care of some of the things that they didn't have the time to do to make it a little more structurally sound. And also putting in our propane tank system for the flamethrower. They were going through the exhaust pipes and doing it the old-fashioned style. Not very safe, so we're taking care of that.
That one's going to take you about 6 months too, or maybe a little longer on that one?
It'll be a lot less than that.
Less? Okay.
It's actually, we're more than halfway there at this point.
Okay. It's getting there.
Yeah.
That's looking good.
Here's how our cars start off. They start off as a 1970s Lincoln Town Car. Now, this particular one has a surface rust on it. All that'll be sandblasted and it'll be powder coated. Rebuilt with brand new suspension, steering, and brakes. It will drive just like a brand new Lincoln right off the showroom floor.
How hard are those to find?
Not too bad.
Yeah.
They're on eBay.
Everything's on eBay, right?
That's right. All right. Now, something that I won't want you to show anything of yet is this next vehicle.
Boats and helicopters.
Only if I can get licensed. Well, we're so busy right now. I've got 8 cars in construction between the 2 buildings, and I just don't have time for any other outside projects.
Everybody wants one, right?
Right. So here we go with a car that is just about ready for the final paint job. In fact, it's been wet sanded. You can see the stripes on it. We're getting ready to mask off the stripes. That's what the blue tape indicates. Then we sand the car, and then we paint it with black. Unmask the blue tape on it, and then we get ready to clear coat it from there.
From that angle, it looks like a completely different car.
It does, doesn't it?
It's pretty sweet. I like the lines on that.
It could be a boat. It looks like it could be a land speeder.
Yeah.
It could be anything. Some people even ask which direction is the front.
Yeah, no kidding. I can see that.
I can see that.
And it's odd when the car is upside down. When it first comes out of the mold, it's upside down, and it looks like it's another 3 to 5 feet longer when you flip it over. It's a strange optical illusion.
Now, you guys sell parts that people can buy online and create their own Batmobile if
if somebody's building their own car in their garage, they can buy parts from us, and we can supplement those cars and bring them up to snuff, save them a lot of time and a lot of money. So we've already done the R&D. I've done 30 years worth of research and development to save them from doing all that. So I've gone through the 20 different dashboard designs to be able to get the one. Well, yeah, this works.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And so on. Behind you are the seat buckets that go into the cars. These take a tremendous amount of work. We send them off to a company to have them chrome for real. So it's quite a feat to make them look as good as they come out.
Now you mold these and everything except for the chrome yourself, right?
Right.
Wow.
Nice. Everything's in-house but that then.
Pretty much. Even the parts that we send out for water jet cutting or laser jet cutting, we still have to sand it, buff it, and polish it, but we still have to sand it and prime it and sand it again and prime it again.
Yeah.
Clear coat it. So it's a tremendous amount of work.
And I love the artwork on the walls over there.
My lovely wife Jill know that. We helped a producer out of Indianapolis shoot a Batman versus Star Trek or Star Trek versus Batman fan film.
Okay.
That has won numerous awards. And he said, well, I'm going to build some cardboard sets in my garage. I'm like, no, you're not. I'm going to build some sets here.
So
this is part of the Joker's Playhouse.
Oh, wow.
Well, my lovely wife Jill did the artwork for the outside too. I did the Batman in the middle.
That's not too bad.
Thank you. But she's a very talented artist, and that's part of what brought us together was
your art and her art. Very cool.
So this is our workshop. It's our closet for the building, and it's our meeting room. It's our dining room. The kitchenette back here. We keep this wall clear with the video projector when we do presentations for clients on the wall.
Very cool.
Nice.
We have T-shirts. If anybody would like a
Online, they're for sale.
Batmobile T-shirt, they're available at fiberglassfreaks.com.
20 bucks?
20 bucks.
20 bucks.
Not a bad.
Not bad. Uh-oh. We got toys.
Oh, wow.
We have to have Bill Shakespeare here.
Or Shakespeare.
I was like, wait, what?
Leads to the bat pole. The bookcase slides aside, of course, and they slid down the bat poles. My wife Jill collects 1/6 scale
Very cool.
items, dolls, and action figures. Since guys don't collect dolls, they collect action
That's
figures.
right.
That's right.
Yeah, big difference, huge difference there between dolls and action figures. Well, anyway, she found
Oh, my.
That is cool.
here in 1/6 scale.
Wow.
And that
So
was
cool.
that was a Christmas or birthday gift that she gave me. That was very nice.
You even have the Hot Toys.
All these great new toys that have come out this past year from the '66 show with the 6-inch figures, the 6-inch Batmobile, and we have the Hot Toys 1/6 scale figures, as you just pointed out. The Mego redo line of the Mego figures. Comparing that with the original Megos, these are the ones I collected when I was a kid. Back in 1972.
No.
So it's just such a huge contrast.
Yeah.
Oh,
what they
definitely.
did back then versus what they're doing today. I hope that they come out with a new Batmobile, because that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be.
Wouldn't
Even as a
surprise me.
kid, there I am, 7 years old, right? I'm going, that's not accurate. That's not right.
So not only do you
That's
make,
wrong on the side.
you're not just some mechanic who works on Batmobiles. You're a fan. You're a huge fan.
Huge fan. I was 2 years old in 1967. I fell in love with the TV show. I loved the music, the action, the color, everything about it. And especially with the Batmobile. And I
yeah.
saw it and I said, you know what, someday I'm going to build my own very own Batmobile. So, yeah, the Mego Batcopter's back there, the Mego Batcave. This is a
Sought after.
recent purchase compared to what I had back when I was a kid. And then, of course, we've got the Barbie and Ken done up as Batman and Catwoman. And
You even have a Funko
I do.
down there.
Wacky Wobbler.
That. They're crazy fun. It's so neat to see all of this happening, and what better time to be a Batman fan than right now.
And we finally get the DVD coming out later this year.
Right, November. Now here's something fun. Who did Mezitz use, or Metzco use, for the pattern for their dashboard? If you turn it sideways and you look inside, you start to recognize some of the panels and some of the switches, the locations of the gauges. They used our car
Nice.
as the basis for it. No wonder they came to us to ask for a quotation that they could use on their website. So I was very pleased
cool.
about that. That was awesome.
So you're the guy. I mean, you are the guy.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to know about the Batmobile, you are the guy to find out.
This is a Corgi Batmobile, or Corgi. I've heard different pronunciations of that. But this is the final one that I purchased back in about '78. But the Bat boat, this is my original one. And here's hopefully a fun story for you, is that I dug a hole in my backyard. Filled it with water. And I had the bat boat in it, and I got called away from my mom, and my dad comes home and he fills it up. The boat must have sank inside. He didn't realize it was there. So 20 years later, we're out there for one last time because he's getting ready to sell the house. What do I see sticking up out of the ground?
Uh-oh.
A little bit of orange.
Oh, my.
No way. I dig around it, and sure enough, it was my bat boat. The one I lost all those years ago.
And it's still in good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just saving for you.
Beat up just a little bit, but not bad.
Not bad for being in the
Oh,
ground for
take
20
it.
years. Yeah.
Exactly. So what a thrill it was. As you say, I am a huge fan of the '66 show in particular, but I like all versions of Batman. I pay attention to all of it, whether it's comic book, whether it's from the animated series or the Michael Keaton version. I'm one of the few that liked Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
And I didn't even mind George Clooney as Bruce Wayne. I didn't like him as Batman. But
Yeah. The Bruce Wayne was okay. The nipples on the bat suit was a little strange.
And then, of course, what Christopher Nolan did with the series was
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And really like, especially in Batman Begins.
Mhm.
Batman operated exactly the way I expected
Yeah.
it to in the comics. It was just perfect.
Have you ever met Adam West or Burt Ward?
I sure have. Adam West and Burt Ward are terrific. So is Lee Merriweather and Julie Newmar. And,
Met them all.
And Yvonne Craig, who played Batgirl, have all been terrific. We've done some of the shows together. Of course, with the Batmobile, we're at the conventions and having a good time with them.
Okay.
Adam saw one of our cars. It was our Bat 10 car, and he was looking at the engine. It had 702 horsepower. How many horsepower was that again? 702 Adam. That's great. The car I had was a piece of junk. No, we were just dying, of course.
Oh my goodness.
It's been terrific. I do have a poster behind you of some signatures which folks saw one of the cars. So very good to see you, Wowie Zowie, Mark. And great Batmobile from Burt Ward, and best Bat wishes, Yvonne Craig. Great job, Mark, from Adam West.
Oh my goodness.
So how cool is that?
That is very cool.
It's an honor to be able to do this for a living, and then it's an honor because it dovetails in with Hollywood. It is a star in its own right. You had Adam West, you had Burt Ward, you had the Batcave, and you had the Batmobile, and those were the stars of the show.
You're kind of part of the new nerd culture that's following 66 Batman, where you get a rejuvenation of the series. You're a big part of that because you can't get what's right anyways anywhere else. So
we were very blessed and very honored to be able to carry on that tradition that was started back in the 60s, and who would have ever thought that we'd be doing it for a living? Who ever thought we'd be doing it for a living for this long?
yeah, unbelievable.
We're coming up on, this September will be 11 years.
11 years.
Professionally. So the car you saw outside, that's our 19th car, and the car that's in the paint room is number 20, and it just keeps on going.
Have you ever thought about building a different Batmobile?
Oh, thought about it, yes. Don't have permission to do so. So
they give you the 66 and that's it?
66
Okay.
and that's it.
Well, that's the coolest one anyways.
I agree.
Yeah,
Thank you.
really?
They need to go back
really
to
in that particular one, so that makes the most sense from their perspective as well as from mine. But if they want to, I'd be happy to.
They shouldn't have picked a Lambo for the last one. They should go with American Muscle on it, right?
Nice.
Now they should put you in the new DVD set. They should come to your shop and
Yeah.
make that some of the the special edition stuff. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Let's cut that, please. And here we have a poster from the 66 series. This was from the Batman movie, and of course Adam and Burt, and we had Lee sign it. Unfortunately, I never got to meet Cesar Romero or Frank Gorshin or Burgess Meredith. So
Great actors, great Joker, great.
and what a neat show. Everybody in Hollywood wanted to be on that show.
Yep, bands, everything. They were all on it.
It's hard to, you try to describe that to people of today and say, these guys were like the Brad Pitt of back then.
Yeah.
And the Angelina Jolie
Yep.
level of star had to be on this show. Their kids were bugging them saying, they have to be.
Yep, and it was only 2 years, but it definitely made its presence known. That's for sure. Yep. And the Green Hornet. When are you gonna make that car? I think that'd be up your alley.
There are other people that make some of these other cars, and I'm hoping that they will get licensed to do that.
That'd be cool to see your car
Good job.
next to a Green Hornet car with some guys dressed up.
It has happened.
That'd be really cool. Well, we really appreciate you doing this for us.
Thank you.
And you have an awesome shop, and if you guys want any of his novelties or a car, get on the website and check it out. We'll put the link in the description.
Fiberglassfreaks.com. To the Batmobile.